morning everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day, which is long overdue because I haven't done one in forever, and these are some of my favorite videos to make, so hopefully I'll be doing more of them in the future. I do eat plant-based or vegan. I follow a vegan lifestyle for the animals, so I'm going to be showing you easy, healthy, plant-based meals that are made with affordable ingredients. So hopefully you can try it out too, or if you already are plant-based or vegan, you can incorporate some new things into your diet. I had to open this video outside because I absolutely love the warm weather and it is beautiful outside, and I just wanted to spend time out here on the balcony. It's the first time that I've had a balcony in years. We are so excited about that. We spend so much time out here. We do live in the city, so you might hear a lot of noises in the background, and I have a little urban garden going on, which I'll actually show you in just a second. But for now, I'm gonna sit out here, enjoy a glass of lemon water. I try to drink water right when I wake up. I'm sitting here in my blanket, just finished my lemon water. It was really good as water can be because I love lemon. And I'm going to show you my garden right now because I'm super excited about it. This is the first time I've ever grown produce. So this is my urban garden. I hope to add a few more things, so let me show you what I do have. So I have two different types of tomatoes. I did not label them, unfortunately, so I really don't know which one's which. I know one is Jubilee, and I don't even know what the other one is. My friend actually gave me the seedlings, and she had stakes in them with labels, and I lost them or threw them away when I was potting the plants. So we're going to have tomatoes. It's going to be great. I love all kinds of tomatoes, so I'm not really too concerned, and I guess when they sprout or whatever, I will know what they are. And then we have banana peppers right here. We have orange bell peppers right here. Red bells here and lilac bells there. So it's all looking pretty good. I just got these pots at Big Lots. They're like really cheap pots, and I just felt like they looked nice and, you know, clean and modern. So that's what we're using. And I'm super excited. I used soil from Lowe's. I don't know, I'm definitely not a gardener, so I'm not going to try to give you guys gardening advice, but everything's coming out pretty good so far. It's been raining for a few days, so I haven't had to water them, but today they're going to get lots of sunlight. Looks like we have some peppers that are going to start sprouting soon right here. Bee is super excited about this, but the issue we're having is that she wants to pick all the little sprouts, and it's really cute, but I'm trying to teach her that she needs to be gentle and let them grow and not kill them with love. I have a bit more space over here and also down these stairs. I'm trying to show you without showing you like where we live. So I'm hoping to add some kale and lettuce plants and maybe some spinach plants. So stuff that's like easy to grow in pots. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I definitely feel like I can eat now after hanging out and drinking that water. So let's go see what we're gonna have for breakfast. Here we have the first meal of the day, which is gonna be breakfast, the most important meal, or so they say, and I'm gonna be having oats with fruit. I'm gonna show you really fast how I make my oats because I actually make them on the stove when I have time because I just feel like it tastes better for some reason when I cook them on the stove. So I use 1/3 a cup of traditional oats because that's what I have, but you could use quick oats as well. And then 3/4 a cup of soy milk. The reason I chose soy milk is just because it has extra protein in it and I like the taste. I cooked it until the oats were soft and all the milk was absorbed from the pan. So this is the final product we have here. I'm gonna add it to the bowl. Now, I prefer drier oats, like less fluid. Some people prefer oats with more fluid in them. So if you do, you could definitely add more milk when you cook it, and that would solve the problem of these oats that look like they don't have a ton of liquid. And then I'm going to add some diced peaches. These are just regular peaches I got at the grocery store. I love the summer because there's so much fruit. Berries, which is strawberries and blueberries. I ran out of raspberries, but I would usually add those too. I try to keep a lot of fruit pre-cut in the fridge. So all this stuff was already cut, and I do that so that we have quick snacks for B, John, and I, quick healthy snacks, and it makes it easier to just grab something healthy rather than grabbing something unhealthy. And then the last ingredient we have is chia seeds and cacao nibs. Chia seeds have a lot of omegas in them, and cacao seeds have a lot of micronutrients, so this is a great addition. Plus, I like the taste, and it gives you a little chocolatey taste. So I'm just gonna put that right there. Oh, that was not last. I lied. The last ingredient is maple syrup, my favorite. So I use agave or maple. Today I was in the mood for maple, but I do have both. And we're gonna go with maple today. So just a sweetener. The soy milk is sweet. It kind of sweetens the oats a little, but not enough. So I would say, not enough for me anyway. I would say that was about 2 tablespoons that I added. And then this is the final product. Delicious. I'll stir it up and eat it, obviously. Very filling, high fiber, high protein breakfast to get your day started. Tastes good, nice and sweet. I prefer a sweet breakfast over a savory one. And it'll keep me full for a while. It is time for an afternoon pick-me-up before lunch, and I'm going to be making a boba milk tea, more specifically a peach oolong boba milk tea. I had one of these in the Virgin Islands and it was really good, so I decided to recreate it here. So the first thing I'm going to be using is this peach flavored iced tea. It's just a tad sweet according to the label. I could just brew it myself, but I already had this, so I'm just going to use it. Pouring in there over a little ice. So that is just the peach tea portion. Here's the milk portion. This is just vanilla almond milk. It is sweetened. You could use unsweetened, but I like things very sweet. So I used sweetened, and I'm also gonna add extra sweetener, which is just 2 tablespoons of stevia. Might seem a little excessive, but I have a big sweet tooth. Then we have boba and peaches. Boba is just tapioca pearls. That's also what it's called. So I'm just gonna mix this stevia in a little before I add the boba. I just cooked this according to the package directions. It's very simple. You just boil it. This is brown sugar boba, and I put a little bit of agave on it before I put it in the drink, just so they all don't stick together. Stevia doesn't dissolve super well in cold drinks sometimes, depending on what brand I get, so that's why you see some stevia pooling at the top. And I want to add the peaches. These are just diced peaches in peach juice, so I'm going to have to take a sip, though, because nothing is going to fit. Very good. Okay, now final touch here. Diced peaches with some peach juice. And here we have the beautiful boba milk tea. It looks delicious, it tastes delicious, and I'm sure you would like it if you try it. After you make everything, it usually settles to the bottom, so then when you're taking sips, you get big chunks of peaches and tapioca pearls, which is wonderful. Now it's lunchtime, so for lunch, I'm gonna be having a salad, but don't let that boring word scare you away, because this is going to be an amazing, delicious salad with a bunch of great stuff on it. So first we just have some mixed greens as the base. I could make this a bowl actually without the mixed greens, but just adding the mixed greens give you some micronutrients and also just some more volume of a less calorie dense food. So it's a good additive to add into your bowls if you enjoy it, which I do, thankfully. So this is actually going to be a hodgepodge of sorts. There's going to be a lot of different stuff in here. So first we're going to start with this grain mix, which has lentils, quinoa, barley, flax, and it actually came pre-made. I just cooked it. So I cooked a bunch of it and then put it in a Tupperware for days like this. And then we have some roasted potatoes and mushrooms. These are left over from dinner the other night, actually. We had mushroom burgers. So I'm just going to add this because it's going to be really good, and I thought it looked good sitting in the fridge. I just roasted the potatoes in my air fryer. They're just little round potatoes, and then cooked the mushrooms on the stove in a little bit of olive oil. Lastly, we have some veggies and avocados. So these are roasted Brussels sprouts that I actually cooked with the potatoes in my air fryer. You'll see the theme is that I use a lot of leftovers for different things. Then we just have some chopped orange bell pepper and avocado, which is like my favorite food. I sound so cliche. And that's pretty much how you do it. It's very easy. Just dump everything in the bowl. I tried to make it look presentable and pretty for you. And you can really make this with anything you want. You don't have to use the same ingredients I did, but the concept is you add a bunch of stuff you like and make your salad very exciting and interesting. I also made a lemon tahini dressing. You can use any dressing you want, but this is my favorite. I made it with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, half of the juice of a lemon, 1 tablespoon of tahini, and a sprinkle of garlic powder and salt, and I just blended that up in a bowl. And it gives it a really nice flavor. I like more watery salad dressing. You could definitely make it thicker. And then there's just some tahini stuck in there at the end. And that is what we end up with, this delicious bowl of goodness. I can't wait to eat this, but I wanted to show it to you guys first up close in my beautiful filming spot. The dressing kind of seeps through everything. It makes it all very flavorful. And honestly, I really just mix the whole thing up after I start eating it so I can get bites of everything in each bite. Before I go eat my delicious lunch, I wanted to give you guys a little reality check of what it looks like when you're filming What I Eat in the Day and trying to make everything artsy and aesthetically pleasing, because the behind the scenes is not that way at all. So this is where I've been filming everything. I don't have the right equipment to do the overhead view, so I kind of rigged something up. And I've been rewashing these every time I make food to show you guys in a pretty way what I'm adding. There's my food station. A little drinky drink here. Forgot to show you that actually. And then over here we have salad dressing station, and where I've been showing you my food with a light, of course, because it looks dark right now. And then we have the dishes piling up. I wanted to show you that so when you're cooking and everything looks like a hot mess disaster, you're not like, oh my gosh, why isn't my kitchen as beautiful and pretty as Rihanna's? Well, I made my one little spot very beautiful and pretty for you guys, but the reality is cooking and making food gets messy, and you'll see later it gets even more messy when Bee's helping me with the cookies we're gonna make tonight. Bee is home from school now. I just picked her up. So for our afternoon snack, we are sharing half of a watermelon. It's just a personal sized red seedless watermelon, and all I did was cut it in half and get a spoon. It's super easy. Watermelon rind is just like nature's perfect bowl. It's almost dinner time. For dinner, we will be having baked protein pasta with veggies. So I really like this dish because you can get a lot of veggies hidden into this meal for people in your household who don't love veggies. We're also going to add some lentils for some added protein. The pasta does have protein in it. It's just the Barilla Protein Plus pasta. All I did was boil that how you cook normal pasta. Just make sure you don't overcook it because then it'll get too soft in the oven. And then I steamed eggplant, broccoli, and shredded carrots to add as the veggies. Just steam those in a steamer basket on the stove. These lentils just came from a can. I rinsed and drained them so we could add them in here. And then for the sauce here, I have 1 jar of tomato sauce, whatever your favorite sauce is you can use, and then a half a can of full fat coconut milk. And all I did was just mix that up in this jar to pour over this pasta. And then I'll just mix this until it's thoroughly mixed up and all the pasta is covered in sauce. I like to use eggplant for this because it absorbs a lot of flavor and sauce. Now that this is stirred up, we're going to get the pan and do the finishing touches before we throw it in the oven. So here I just have a baking pan that I sprayed with olive oil spray so that the spaghetti doesn't stick while it's baking in the oven. And I'm just gonna evenly kind of spread it into this pan. And I'm going to sprinkle some dairy-free cheese on top. This is just Daiya shredded cheese. It melts and makes it have a really nice coating. And that's it, super easy. I'm just gonna throw it in the oven at 425 degrees for about 10 or 15 minutes until I see the cheese kind of bubbling, and then it'll be ready to eat. Here we have the final product of baked spaghetti, and I wanted to show you guys an up close of what it looks like. It looks so great. All the cheese is melted. And I'm gonna put some on a plate. What do you think? Let me know if you would try this in the comments below.
Is it filming?
Here it is, yeah. Okay, we're making cookies. Now we're making oatmeal chocolate chip coconut cookies. And instead of telling you everything, I'm gonna leave the recipe in the description box below, because Bee is eating straight sugar. But basically what we have in here is applesauce, butter, granulated sugar, and brown sugar. This is definitely not a healthy meal, but we really have been wanting these lately, so I thought we'd make them tonight because it'd be fun for the video. Okay, can you mix it?
Good.
Thanks.
Cookies?
We're making cookies. Here, I'm gonna help you a little, okay?
Cookies?
And now, we'll pull over here the dry ingredients. Now, can you help me mix these up with, no, not yet actually. Help me mix them with your hands like this. Okay. Good job. Wow, you're such a good mixer. Are you ready to add this one to it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna add this because it's kind of heavy for you to hold, but then you can mix it.
Look.
Wow.
Look at Mickey.
Mixy mixy?
Yeah.
Here we have the finished cookies. I think this is the most exciting meal of the day. These came out really good. They're the perfect texture, the right amount of gooey and chewy. Look at that. It's perfect. The coconut flakes really make this texture even that much better, and I prefer the old-fashioned rolled oats because they also contribute to the texture. I'm not even gonna BS you guys, I already taste tested 2 and 10 out of 10, I love them. So like I said, recipe in the description below. And that's the last thing that I'm gonna have today, besides probably just water. So I wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this What I Eat in a Day. I had so much fun filming it. I love cooking and creating recipes. It's a huge passion of mine, and I also love to eat them. So I hope that you guys liked this video. Let me know if you like it below because I would absolutely love to do more of them. Let me know what kind of things you want to see me veganize or make healthier. Like I said, these cookies aren't necessarily healthy, but they are delicious, and it's all about balance. So, you know, you can't eat healthy 100% of the time, or well, you can, but I mean, I don't want to, so I try to balance it out and eat mostly healthy whole foods, but also some treats here and there. I really work on trying to prep stuff in the beginning of the week because I feel like that really helps us stay on track. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these videos or other kinds of videos from me, hit that subscribe button. That really helps my channel out. And as always, I will see you next week.